I made it. I survived. Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and for those of you that are new here, hey, my name is Tenna and welcome to my circus. Today is Jeffree Star Blue Blood release day. Yes, and I was lucky enough that I actually live next to a Morphe store, so I got my ass up super early this morning, headed over to Morphe, was in line with like a million other people. It was wild. It was like Black Friday, y'all. It was like insane. Shout out to the girls in line that helped me. We totally divided and conquered and got everything that we need. So basically what I have here today is I've got the entire lip set that we're gonna go through. I have the Blue Blood palette, of course, and I did pick up one of the Liquid Frost highlighters and one that stood out to me. I did not buy all of them just because frankly, I'm not gonna wear 5 different types of blue highlighters. Not necessarily my thing, just kind of a once in a while thing, but this one stood out the most. So anyways, if this is something that you're interested in seeing, you wanna check out the palette, see how it works. I know there have been a ton of videos already out from some of like Jeffree's friends and people that have been using it. However, you know, granted, I already know that his products are probably gonna be bomb per usual, but it's hard for me to really take credit from people that were like sent his stuff ahead of time because I feel like they have to hype it up. So not sponsored at the house. Bought this with my own monies. Here's the dang receipt to prove it. So yes, I purchased this all with my own monies. Not like I'm anything special to get sent things by Jeffree Star. Hopefully one day that'll change. But anyway, let's go ahead and hop on into the video. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button below and become one of my circus carnies. Otherwise, let's go ahead and jump right on into the video. All right, so first things up, I do have my entire face on just because I wasn't gonna have you guys sit here and go through me doing my whole foundation and eyebrows routine because we are only focusing on the eyeshadow palette as well as the lippies and the Liquid Frost. So we're gonna go through all of these things. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll swatch some of the colors for you out of the palette. We'll create an eye look with it. We'll quickly warp speed through all of the colors inside of the cold-blooded lip set just so you guys can see. I know 90% of them are gonna look wild, but it'll be fun for like Halloween if you're feeling crazy one day, if you want to wear blue lipstick. I'm excited about it, and we'll just try all these things on. So let's go ahead and open up the palette. Basically, this is what it looks like in the unit carton. It's kind of in this like really soft kind of cardboard, and the packaging itself looks like a coffin, and it's got kind of like this wood engraved printed type thing on the actual cardboard box. So you open it up, it's a lot bigger than I feel like the Blood Sugar palette. So you open it up, opens up like this, and there she is. Yes, yes. So let's go ahead and pull it out. So basically this is what she looks like. It is a beautiful light blue box. You can see kind of the white detailing on there. It looks just like a coffin slash kind of jewelry box thing. Living for the coffin vibes. If you've been here for a while, you know that I am somewhat of a creepy kid, live for Halloween, love all the creep stuff. So I love that this is shaped like a coffin. If you have not yet gotten your hands on this, thinking about buying it later, things like that, this does go for $52, so that's how much you are going to pay for it. And it looks like it's the same pan size. It looks exactly like the Blood Sugar palette. So let's go ahead and open it up. Let me stop talking and open her up. Basically, if we open her up, oh, that is what she looks like. Sorry if you can see all the things in the background in the mirror. I know it'll probably make people dizzy. But anyways, this is what the colors look like. Yes, so we've got some nudes in here, we've got some crazy blues, we've got some cool colors in here to play with. I'm really excited to play with some of these, and I like that there's nudes that you can like, you know, do some everyday looks with this as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch a couple of these. I'm not gonna swatch the entire palette just because I don't wanna mess it up, and that makes me sad. And not only that, but I'm not a huge fan of finger swatches. I think that, you know, using them on the eyes really helps you determine like how well these work. I've had eyeshadow palettes that swatch amazingly and go blend onto the eyes like crap. I've had it the complete opposite. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna swatch any of these like light colors because I don't think they're gonna show up that well. So I'm gonna swatch some of the colors that really stand out to me and are really pretty. So there's this one right here that's called Cullinan. It's this white, icy white color. So I'm gonna go ahead, ooh, and it feels extremely buttery on the finger. I'm also going to do the color Deceased right here, which is another shimmer. Let's go ahead and do this blue one called Flourishing. And then one that really stood out to me is this one called Ocean Ice, which is like this crazy blue glitter, just like amazingness. So let's go ahead and here is Cullinan, which is this icy white color. So there's Cullinan. The next one is Deceased. Let's go ahead and swatch that one here, which is a nice blue color. Yes. We've got Flourishing, which is this nice like aqua blue kind of a color, which is one of the mattes. And then we also have Ocean Ice, which is this crazy blue shimmer, which that is beautiful. Yes. So the Flourishing one, this one, it kind of swatched a little bit interesting. It's a matte. I know that he talked about one of these ones that probably doesn't like swatch as good because it's more of like a pressed pigment. So it'll go onto the eye a lot better than doing finger swatches, obviously. So let's go ahead and just stop the talking and go ahead and just go in to start doing an eye look. All right, so I wanna start off crazy. I wanna go into this color right here that's called Blue Monday. It is this nice kind of electric blue. I'm gonna take this on a Morphe brush. We're gonna go ahead and just saturate the brush. Yes, there's a little bit of fallout. Nothing too, not like a lot, but there is a little bit of fallout in there. You can see that the brush is very saturated. So let's go ahead, we're gonna take this and we're going to pack it into our crease. Zoom in for you guys so you guys can see what I'm doing up close. We're gonna take this blue color, we're gonna go ahead and just kind of pack it into the crease right here. Yes. So as you guys can see, the blue packs on really, really well. I'm gonna go ahead and pack this onto the other eye as well. Okay, so next I'm gonna take a nice clean blending brush right here. I'm actually gonna go into a much, much lighter blue. I'm gonna go into this color right here that's called Blue Blooded, which is this kind of a sky blue color here. I'm gonna take a little bit on here and we're gonna use that to blend out the blue in our crease kind of up here, get rid of that harsh line and just kind of start that gradient effect. So we're looking all blended. These are blending out beautifully per usual. They do seem to have the same formula as the regular red blood sugar palette, which we all know was a very, very good formula. I'm gonna go ahead and cut out my crease really quick. I'm gonna do that off camera just because I'm not really doing a cut crease tutorial and we will be here forever. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut out my crease really quick and then we're gonna go in with some of these shimmers and keep blending, doing this cool little eye look. All right, so we're back. We're looking a little bit crazy, but we do have our cut crease going. So looking at some of these colors and kind of what I wanna do. What do I wanna do? So I do wanna play with this Ocean Ice color. It's just beautiful. How can you not use it? We're gonna have to use it. I do wanna use this color right here called Crystal Flesh, which is this gold color here. So I kind of wanna do like a gradient effect. I'll probably pack the Ocean Ice into the middle of my lid and then put the Crystal Flesh on my inner corner. And I'm gonna smoke everything out on the end with this color right here called Undertaker. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these. We're gonna go in and just start packing on some colors. All right, so I'm gonna go in with a Morphe M166. I'm gonna see how these go on with just a brush, no wetting it or anything. The Ocean Ice one just seems to be like this really packed glitter and it's really creamy. So I'm just gonna take my brush and just, oh yeah, just wipe it across there. Oh yeah, it picked it up. So we're gonna go ahead and just go in and just pack this on to the middle of the lid. Yes. We're gonna go into this color right here, which is Crystal Flesh. I'm gonna go ahead and take this on a smaller brush and we're gonna take that and pack that on to our inner corner just to add a little bit more color than just blue to this. So I really like the color of this like kind of a champagne gold. So that is what we're looking like so far. I know it's looking a little bit crazy. We're gonna tie this whole thing up. So let's go ahead and take a nice small, a little bit more of a dense blending brush. I'm gonna go in with a Morphe E17. I'm gonna go into this color right here, Undertaker, which is kind of like this blue-black kind of a color. I'm gonna go in with just a little bit just to see how pigmented it is. I don't wanna like put way too much down, but I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of start packing it on to this outer corner here. So using this dark color Undertaker, I am getting a little bit of fallout down here. And it does have some fallout in the pan as well. And personally, like, I don't mind fallout as long as it's not like a crazy mess, kind of like how the Subculture palette was like back in the day. You know, I don't like that kind of an issue. So I don't mind it if it's, you know, as long as the color like blends well, which they are blending very, very well. But just so you know that with some of these really pigmented matte shades, there is some fallout. So with these colors, a little bit definitely goes a long way, so be careful. You don't need to grab a ton of these deep, dark, like mattes. Like a little bit goes a long way. I feel like I might have put on a little bit too much, but it's fine. We will work this out. Hopefully you guys can kind of see this, so you guys can see what I mean with like the fallout on the palette. You can kind of see here on the Undertaker shade, you can kind of see some of it here. And then also I went in with a little bit of Celebrity Skin on the brow bone, and you can kind of see it a little bit on there. Like I said, not a huge deal to me. I know some people do not like fallout. However, I will say that there might be a little bit more fallout on here than I would typically like, but so far, I mean, everything is blending out beautifully and super pigmented and looks great on the skin. So it's not a deal breaker for me. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna wrap up this eye. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a pencil brush. I'm gonna go into that Undertaker shade, and I'm gonna go ahead and tuck this along the lash line here. And then next I'm gonna go in and blend it out with that Blue Blood shade, that nice sky blue. And we're gonna just smoke it out. And the final shade that I am going to use in this palette is I'm going to go in to the color Cullinan, which is that icy white shadow. I'm going to take a little bit of that, and we are going to go ahead and put that on the inner corner just to kind of brighten it up a little bit. Which it is definitely an icy, icy white. All right, let me throw on some lashes really quick, and then I will be back to give you final thoughts on the palette if you have not figured it out already. All right, we're back, so we have the lashes on. It's amazing what lashes do for the face. So let's go ahead and test out some other things. I wanted to try out the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Liquid Frost. I got it in the color Frostitute. I really like this one because it was very like mermaidy, ethereal looking, and there's something about that color that I just love. Like, just for anything in general, and even though it's not like a color that's necessarily the most practical, it just reminds me of mermaids. I live, die, breathe for mermaids. It's just my thing. So basically this is what it looks like inside of the bottle. If you guys want to take a look, that's it. So it's really cool blue color, and it's the same thing as like all of his past other Liquid Frost shades. So I'm gonna go ahead and shake this up. It looks like it's kind of like this blue with this kind of pearly green iridescence to it. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. We'll put some on zip pump here. Oh, there's even like some purple in there. Lord. So I'm gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand so that you guys can kind of see it before I put it on my face. So if I put some on the back of my hand here, and then I put a lot, so sorry about that, but that is what it looks like. We're just gonna put it all over the whole arm. We are just gonna look like mermaids today. But anyways, this is what it's looking like. So that is the color. It's this beautiful shimmery kind of a mermaid, greenish blue, iridescent. It's just pretty. All right, so I'm gonna take a little bit, I'm gonna put it on the face. So I'm gonna take a little bit on a finger. I'm gonna go ahead and tap it on to the face. Yes. You guys, I cannot wait to use this around like Halloween when I want to like start doing like cool like mermaid, like ethereal, fairy type things. Like this is such a cool highlight. I mean, you don't even have to wait till Halloween. This is just like a really, really cool highlight in itself when you just want to have like a wild ass highlight on a Friday. So there it is on the face. Yes. Oh, it's so pretty. Everybody pick up a bottle of Frostitute. Now I know why it's called Frostitute, because it's like I'm a prostitute for this highlighter and it's beautiful. I love it. Ooh. So we're gonna go ahead and go through all of the blue-blooded lipstick colors that are in here. Granted, I know that blue lipstick is not for every day unless you're special. There are some people out there that can pull off blue lipstick every day. I envy you because I cannot, unless it's like a really, really deep blue. So some of the colors in here might look a little bit wild, and that's fine. It'll be cool for like other things, mixing, all that stuff. So if we open this up, it's got the same kind of packaging as we've seen on the nude bundle, the red bundles, and it says Blue Blooded along the front in this nice like shiny foiled lettering. If we open it up, that is what it looks like on the inside. So we've got quite a few colors in here. We've got Druglord, which is one of his signature white lipsticks. He's had this for a very, very long time. I know a lot of people use this for different things. I know he mentioned that there are some people that do drag that use it as like a as like their concealer highlighter type deal, which is like crazy because it's super, super like it's stark white. Don't know if I'm gonna be putting this one on my lips just because you can use this as an eyeliner. You can use it for so many different things. We've got Ice Tray, which is this one, which I believe this is a new color that he made specifically for this set. There's two new colors. We have Jawbreaker, which is this nice blue color, obviously nice blue color. They're all freaking blue, which is basically this kind of like, you know, baby blue type deal. We've got Blue Velvet, we've got Abused, we have Diamond, Titanic, which is a shimmery blue. It kind of reminds me of the color You're Still on the Property that he made most recently with one of his other collections. And then we have Medusa, which is kind of this like gray blue type deal. So let's go ahead and go through all of these lip colors, see what they look like. I'm gonna go ahead and warp speed through them. By the way, I forgot to go over pricing on some of these. So for the Liquid Frost in the shade Frostitute, which there are, I believe, 5 different highlighters. He's got different ones. This one retails for $25. And then the lip bundle set goes for $52. So let's go ahead and go through all of these. Maybe I'll put on the white one just to be crazy, but let's go ahead and warp speed through all of these, and you guys will get to see me put these on and take them off and all that good stuff. So let's do it. Going with this color Ice Tray. Next, we're gonna go with the color Jawbreaker. Next, we're gonna go in with Blue Velvet. Next, we're gonna go into the color Abused. Three more to go. Let's go ahead and try on the color Diamond. Next up is Titanic. And last but not least, Medusa. Alright, you guys, that is everything. We went over the cold-blooded palette, we went through the blue-blooded lipsticks, and we also tried out one of the liquid highlighters. Needless to say, I love everything. I was actually quite surprised by how many of these colors actually look decent on me. Plus or minus a few of the really weird colors. Obviously, like Druglord was a weird one, Jawbreaker was a weird one, and so was Diamond. Those ones like total like Bojangles ashy lips look. Not cute. They would probably be cute to like do like an ombre lip, add a little something in the middle, or just use the eyeliner. These are eye safe. However, all of the other colors in here actually looked really, really good. Like I could actually wear this color out on a daily basis. priceless, like very, very pretty colors. The color that I kept on is the Medusa color, which seems to be kind of like a grayish blue. I'm into it. I do like it. But overall, I love all of the products per usual. I'm you know, not surprised. He always puts out a pretty damn decent product, and I do love everything. The only little tiny bit of a downfall is that I did expect a little bit more fallout than, you know, I normally expect out of some of his palettes, but overall the formula performed very, very well. As you can see, they're very pigmented. They blended extremely well. So if fallout doesn't bother you, then I definitely recommend picking this palette up. I do think that it'll be a really nice staple. It's obviously a great collection item if you look at the box itself. It's just an overall very, very good palette. Again, there is a little bit of fallout, so just fair warning there that it does get on some places. There were some areas I did have to brush it off of my face because a little bit of like the blue shimmery color as well as the dark kind of fell down on my cheeks down here. So I did have to go in and clean up a little bit of my foundation. So that was a little bit of an issue, but outside of that, everything else works extremely well. Otherwise, that is it, you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me on another Jeffree Star review and tutorial, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.